subject of the shiur, libation wine, yain nesach. Bezrat Hashem, na'aseh v'natzliach, v'Hashem alenu berachamav yarviach. What is libation wine? Now we're going to start. In the olden days, was a custom amongst the Gentile, okay, that was idol worshippers, that they used to have wine, that wine that they used to offer it, and they used to pour it over the idols. Okay? That's wine called libation wine. That custom in the olden day was very popular, that people used to take wine, and that wine that they make, they used to offer it, and they used to pour it over the idols. Today I can't say that I never heard about such wine. Maybe there is such wine exists, not that we know. But its custom was in the olden day.
Was that to wash the idols?
To wash the idols, I don't know. They used to pour it over it. That's how they used to offer it to them. So this wine, obviously, is forbidden from the Torah, the Oraita. Not only that it's forbidden drinking, you're also not allowed to have any benefit from it. What does it mean, benefit? You're not allowed to sell it. You're not allowed to give it as a present. Why? Because you're not allowed to enjoy it, yeah. Why? Because anything that has to do with idol worshipping, it's forbidden from the Torah. You follow? So asur ba'ana. But Hazal, our sages, come and told us something very interesting. And that's how is it going to affect to us today.
Sorry,
That wine... Sorry?
How do you compare wine to idol worship? Again, you said,
That wine,
yeah.
you were speaking on the phone, you see, that's
Yeah,
why you
yeah,
should
no, I
switch
told
off
my
your
wife-
phone.
I told my wife to get to it.
The wine, they used to take wine that they used to make, or someone else, a Gentile. And that wine, they used to offer it. It's a special wine that they used to offer it and pour it over the idols. Okay? So that wine, from the Torah, we're forbidden from drinking and having any benefit from it. But today, Hazal come and tell us that there is a wine that's called Stam Yenam. What it means, Stam Yenam? That wine been made by Gentile. Any wine that's made by a Gentile, we're not allowed to drink it, okay, and we're not allowed to benefit from it. Although, because we're not sure if that wine that's been made by a Gentile, if it's yain nesech, a libation wine, that wine that they make it specially to be poured and to be offered to the idols. You follow? So any wine today, what we call it a non-kosher wine, we're not allowed to drink it and we're not allowed to get benefit from it. That's a rabbinical decree. How's that reflecting us? We'll see how's it going to affect us when we go in. When we go in usually to a simcha, it can happen easily and without even realizing. We go in for a meal, it can happen. But first, let's go to the source. The Gemara in Masechet Avodah Zarah, Daf Lamed Aleph, Amud Bet. That means the Gemara Avodah Zarah, 31, folio 2. The Gemara tell us something very interesting. The Gemara tell us, Itma, מפני מה אסרו שכר של עובדי כוכבים? The Gemara asks, how come that we're not allowed to have any benefit or to drink shechar? Shechar, it can be wine, it can be anything alcohol, okay, that there is with it wine, that been made by Gentile. That's the question of the Gemara. So I'm going to bring two answers. The Gemara bring two answers, and we're going to develop it to understand. So the first answer, Rami bar Hama Amar, Rabbi Yitzhak, Mishum Hatnut. The first answer of Rabbi Yitzhak, Rabbi Hama, okay? Rami bar Hama Amar Rabbi Yitzhak, in the name of Yitzhak, okay? He said like this, Mishum Hatnut. Hatnut is wedding. We'll get to it. We'll explain. The second opinion of Rav Nachman, Rav Nachman Amar Mishum Gilui, opening. The Gemara doesn't develop it, just giving us those answers. Now we're going to develop it and answer it. According to the first opinion in the Gemara that say Mishum Hatnut, marriage, what does it mean? Hazal tell us, you know why you're forbidden to drink today the wine of a Gentile? Although the percentage that it's a wine that's been made specially to be poured or be offered to the idols, it's very little. Because today this minhag, this custom not exists. So he say Mishum Hatnut. What it mean Mishum Hatnut? That they say that when you sit and drink wine with a Gentile, with a person that is non-Jewish, you become close to it. And if you become close to it, later on you're going to start marry his daughter, Haz v'Shalom. So there is here what we call a mixed marriage. So Hazal tell us, and put a border for us, don't drink wine like this, and especially don't drink with a Gentile. That's one opinion. The other opinion, the second opinion in the Gemara, Mishum Gilui. What it mean Gilui? Hazan explained that Gilui, that there is mice that's suspicious, that in the olden days, that when they wanted to kill the Jews, you know how they used? They used to offer them wine, and they used to put the poison in the wine. And when they used to drink it, Haz v'Shalom, it will come that they might gonna kill a Jew. So Hazal given us two opinions why a wine of a Gentile we're not allowed to drink and not allowed to have benefit. Okay.
Rabbi, can I ask you if a goy opens
I'll get to it. I'll get to all of that. I'll get to all the halachot.
Just interested, the whole issue of that with the wedding. Why does that only apply to wine and not to other drinks?
No. Wait. I didn't finish. It's also applied to food. You're not allowed to eat with them. You're not allowed to be with them. I'm going to get to the situation if there is a party that you have to go. I'll get to all of that. I promise you. I summarize everything. I didn't go through all the halachot because we don't have in a 25, half an hour that we have. I can't finish all the halachot of Yain Neser or Stam Yeina. But I brought the most important halachot that are affecting us. Okay, so we understand that today the wine, any wine that's been made by a Gentile, okay, and it's not kosher. Sorry, let me refer what I'm saying. Any wine that's made by a Gentile, we're not allowed to drink. Even that we don't know from the Torah if it's a libation wine, that wine specially been made to be offered or to be poured over the idols, we're not allowed to drink it. Even if it's just wine that they make it for them to enjoy, we're not allowed to drink. Okay? Now, let's get to the question that you all asked. If a Gentile touched the wine, that's what you wanted to ask. So, in Yoreh De'ah, okay, Yoreh De'ah, Siman Kuf Kaf Gimel, that means in Siman 123, verse 1, Hazal tell us that we're not allowed to drink even kosher wine, listen to that the Gentile touched it. What does it mean? That Hazal forbidden us from drinking that wine in three different issues, in three different situations. Okay? That's only in a wine that yain lo mevushal. What it mean mevushal? It's pasteurized and a minimum 80 degrees. That means it's been boiled and reached to 80 degrees, minimum. That's called yain mevushal. What we call it mevushal is a cooked wine. It's pasteurized. You follow? If it's a normal wine that never been pasteurized, okay, and a Gentile touch the wine, mamash touch the wine, all the wine become forbidden.
The bottle.
No, the wine himself. Wait, I'll get to it. If he touch the wine, not the bottle. If a Gentile pour the wine, the wine become forbidden. Okay, that's the second one. If the Gentile lift up the bottle or shake the bottle and the bottle is open, remember the key?
Forbidden.
Become forbidden. If the bottle is sealed, okay, what we call it closed and sealed, okay, there's no problem with that. As long that the bottle is open he lifted up, or he shake it, or he touched it, is a problem. You follow? That's wine that's not pasteurized. Any question before I continue? Because I see some faces here, they're not sure. Yes?
You said you can't get benefit from the wine.
I'll get to it. I'll get to all of that. I know that there is plenty question, but I'm trying to go step by step for you to understand how I'm getting to the final, all the halachot. It was very difficult for me to summarize this show, but when I decide to make that show, the main reason is because many of us get to that kind of act, and we don't know how to act. And we don't even take notice sometimes. Okay, so until here we understand. Okay, but if the wine is sealed, like I say, okay, and the Gentile touched the wine. When I say sealed, it's obviously closed, 100%, okay? Or he even shaked it, that's wine. He still okay. Why? Because it's sealed. You follow? So we have three issues with the wine. Once that he touched the wine, once that he poured the wine, doesn't make a difference if he pour it from a glass or he pour it from the bottle. Okay? You follow what I'm saying? Or even if he touched the bottle, that there is wine inside, he lifted it up or he shaked it, and the bottle is open, the wine becomes forbidden. That's only applicable to wine that's not pasteurized. What it means pasteurized? Didn't reach a minimum 80 degrees. That means that it has to reach at least 80 degrees. Minimum 80 degrees. You follow? Everyone understand so far? Let's move. As we mentioned, Hazal tell us that we're not allowed a wine that's been poured by a Gentile, we're not allowed to drink. Nachon? We say that now. So, and we explained that the main reason for it, that's Mishum Hatnut. What it means Hatnut? That marriage. But it's happened to us, and that's how it's affected us. We go to a simcha, and the waiter usually the Gentile, nachon? I didn't see any waiters Jewish there, especially the barman. Now you ask for a glass of wine, or he come with a bottle, and he come to your table, and he can say to you, "Would you like some wine?" It's happened quite often, nachon and smahot. Now many people don't take notice, and the Gentile pour wine. Easily, we drink a forbidden wine rabbinically. But, here's come. If that wine, say on it mevushal, that means pasteurized. You follow, Harry? You looked at me confused.
No.
Pasteurized, a minimum 80 degrees, there's no problem with that if you pour it.
Does it have to say 80 or?
No, it has to say mevushal. Mevushal is pasteurized.
Yeah, but
Just
I'm
look for pasteurized. Doesn't have to say 80. Every wine, most of the wine today that pasteurized, it's not less than 80 degrees. So, when you go to a simcha, and someone, Gentile, offer you a wine, you have to make sure that that wine is pasteurized before you drink it. You follow? Let's move on to something that it's happened to us quite often, especially now, come the end of the year, there's a lot of parties, nachon? And you go to a party with your colleagues, with your friends, and it's usually a Gentile function. That's the festive season. And that things can happen very, very easily. There is whiskey there is whatever you want to call it. And suddenly they offer you a wine. Okay? But they offered you a kosher wine. Do you understand my question? And that wine is a pasteurized wine. You go in, I repeat again, because that's very confusing. You're going to a party, an end year party, and the party there is Gentiles. They offered you a kosher, pasteurized wine. Are you allowed to drink? Yes? Who else agree with Lionel?
Think no.
Brian?
Think no.
Okay. So it's not so simple. It's not so simple to say yes. If the majority of the member there, they're Jewish, then you can drink. But if the Jewish, they are minority in that party, Rabotai, we're not allowed to drink even kosher wine that's been pasteurized. You know why? We're going to go back to what Hazal tell us. Hazal tell us, Mishum Hatnut, that when you start having a wine with them, your head become light, you become closer, and Has v'Shalom, that relationship going to lead to a mixed marriage. You follow? And that happened to us easily, and people don't take notice. People that work in big corporates, you agree with me, Zev? That's easily happen. You work for a big corporate, am I right? And you can't do nothing. You have to go. You've been invited, you're part of the corporate, and the offer there. What would you do? So if the majority of the company or the majority of, I can't say the majority of the company, let me refer myself. If the majority, the people in that party, because you have different sections in each big company, so they do it differently. They Jewish, and they brought yain that mevushal, that pasteurized, you're allowed to drink. But if the Jewish people in the party, the minority, even a pasteurized wine, we're not allowed to drink. Why? Mishum hatnut. Any question before I continue? Yes, you ask. I can't hear. Huh? Okay. We're not allowed to share with them any drink. Why? Mishum hatnut. What it mean hatnut? That because you become closer to them. That means you have a good relationship. We sit together. We're sharing time. We're having a beer together. You want to call it a beer. You want to call it a tequila. Whatever you want to call it. Hazal forbidden us from every shechar.
You bartender whiskey was that
Definitely, because that's going to lead Has v'Shalom to Hatnut. Because you become so close that he said, you look, I have a beautiful daughter, you have a beautiful son. And the next thing we know. Any other question? Who want to ask? Yes, Lionel.
Does that also refer to, say, cold drinks, not even liquor?
No. Cold drink is not. Cold drink is different. I say shechar. What it means shechar? Shechar is any alcoholic thing. We're not allowed to drink with a Gentile. But often people go to a meeting, and you have a meeting with a board. Not all of them Jewish. So they bring a bottle of water, they bring you a bottle of Coke, whatever the case is there. That you can drink, because there's a meeting. It's a business meeting. Or sometimes you take your customer and you say to him, let's sit together, let's close the deal. So you bought him a Coke, whatever is it, or you bought him a mineral water, whatever that's no problem. The problem become when we speaking about alcohol. Okay? You follow the difference.
Thank you.
Any other question? Okay, let's continue. Now I'm going to speak about Jewish people. We see that there is also a problem when we have Jewish people that coming to us, or a Jewish person that we go to his party. We have to be careful also from a libation wine, or stam ye'enam. Why? Because they have a different category that they can reach to that. Apikoros. Everyone heard the word apikoros? Apikoros is a non-believer. Simply as that. Apikoros is a person that don't believe, is a Jewish person. He's a Jewish person that doesn't believe in God. That's apikoros. Okay. Or a person that actually, it's a Jewish person, that he hates Rabbonim, he hates Talmidei Hachamim, and not only that, he's embarrassing them. He makes joke of them that's considered as apikoros. And if he touch a wine that not pasteurized, okay, that was not sealed, okay, while the wine is open, that wine become a libation wine. We're not allowed to drink it.
Contaminated.
That's me. You see many people that's laughing on you. Not only that he laugh on you, he mock you. And he mock the religion. That wine that person touch, if the wine is open, you're not allowed. Fine? Let's move on. A mehalel Shabbat. What does it mean mehalel Shabbat? A person that doesn't keep Shabbat, and a matter of fact, mehalel Shabbat befaresia. That means that he drive on Shabbat publicly in front of 10 Jewish people. He doesn't care. He do it publicly. That's considered mehalel Shabbat befaresia. And these things happen quite often. That you go to a house and they do a kiddush. You've been invited for Shabbos lunch. And amongst them there is a person that is a mehalel Shabbat. Nachon? Can happen easily. Now they have wine. What's happened when after the owner done a kiddush, and that owner is a religious person, the wine wasn't pasteurized. We're talking about non-pasteurized wine. And they passed the glass around. And the moment that a mehalel Shabbat or a pikoros, a non-believer, drank from that wine become forbidden. That can affect us easily. You don't realize
Doesn't
it.
mean he's a non-believer. It's just that doesn't keep himself.
Sorry?
Doesn't mean he's a non-believer. It could be.
I didn't say that he's a no. I say a mehalel Shabbat befaresia and a non-believer, the apikoros. They quite often can come. There is a family. It doesn't have to be only Shabbos. It can happen on Pesach.
But did you say he has to...
One second. I'm going to explain everything. Let me just explain to Harry. I want Harry to have it. It's happened. You have a family dinner, a birthday party, and decide to open a bottle of wine. Doesn't have to be Shabbat. I just give idea. And there is one of them is a non-believer. I'm not talking now about Gentile. I'm talking about Jewish. A person that doesn't believe in God. A person that mock Talmidei Chachamim. Or a person that is doing dafka. Drive on Shabbat dafka, publicly. You touch his wine. Once that he drank from that wine, that's wine forbidden for the rest of the people to drink for.
If he's a believer, but he still doesn't keep Shabbat.
Okay, that's a different question. What you're asking now, what it's called, the tinok shenishba. Or he believe in God, but he still drive on Shabbat publicly. That's mehalel Shabbat befaresia. What it mean mehalel Shabbat befaresia? Faresia is publicly. Mehalel Shabbat, you know what is mehalel Shabbat? Mehalel Shabbat, you know what is it? Mehalel Shabbat, that's a person that doesn't observe the Shabbat. If you don't observe the Shabbos, and you're driving publicly, or doesn't have to drive, a person that smoke publicly, that's Mehalel Shabbat, the Paresia. You agree with me? You follow? We're not allowed to have. That's that he believes one thing. You can ask the question, how come that if you believe, you're doing publicly?
But you have episodes where certain people...
Sorry?
There are exceptional circumstances, such as somebody who's ill and cannot walk, and it's Shabbos, and they can take it to somebody's...
Okay. So, this question being
And
asked...
they're religious.
Wait. You ask very valid question. Is a person that can't walk to shul really far, and his knees collapsing? You know? He can't walk to shul. Is he allowed to drive to shul on Shabbat? Definitely not. Definitely not. Because there is no mitzvah to go to shul. But there is a mitzvah to observe the Shabbos. So you can't make a leniency because you're going to shul. Why are you going to shul? Did you ask yourself why is go to shul?
Mitzvah.
The mitzvah, 90% of those people that go is to feel belong. I don't want to say to chat. Because a person that is observant wouldn't drive on Shabbat. Pashut. Because there is no mitzvah to go to shul. But there is a mitzvah, I'm talking from the Torah, not to drive or not to do anything that Chas v'Shalom will disgrace the Shabbat. Any question before we continue? Yes, Spencer.
You didn't answer with regards to the wine that if a Machalel Shabbos drank from it, but is he drinking from his cup or is he drinking from the main cup?
From the main cup. Because the wine, let me explain to you.
But if
I'll get to it.
you pour on Shabbos and
Wait.
then you pass and he just passes it and he doesn't drink,
There's a problem with that, but it doesn't become Yain Nesach yet. But what's the best thing to do is usually you have the cup of wine and you have also a small jar that you pour to small cups, and you give the visitors. Also from hygiene point of view. What do? In two cases you can solve the problem. The one case, if you don't care about the hygiene and is a member of the family, rather give him last the glass. You understand? To drink last. You follow what I'm saying? With that, you solve the problem. Are you with me, Spencer? If you're passing the wine, make sure that he will sit, that he will get it from someone else. He doesn't have to pass it. You follow? No, please God. Meshiv haruach hamorid hageshem. Any other question? Meshiv haruach hamorid hageshem. No? Any other question before we continue? Okay. Now, yes.
Why is it so bad that you touch the way it touches the bottle?
No, I didn't say that. I say if the bottle is not sealed, then he touched it. If the bottle's sealed, Brian, you have a wine that's not pasteurized, and the wine is sealed, and a Gentile touched it, is no problem. The problem becomes when the wine is unsealed and open, okay, and a Gentile touched it, and it's not pasteurized. You follow?
What do you mean by open?
Open. The Coke is out.
What happens is the wine, you got the bottle of the wine, you've had a few schnapses from there, so the wine is 3/4 full, but it's got the lid on.
You mean it's closed?
It's still closed.
No
but
problem.
the lid on.
No problem. No problem. The point is here when the
That's
wine.
another confusion, because my understanding is there's been a problem there where they say in the shiksa, the maid goes, removes the wine, cleaning the cupboard, and the wine's in the cupboard, takes the wine out, but it's still sealed. Puts the wine back in.
No problem.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem because it's closed. You tighten the Coke. You tighten the, what do you call it? The seal. Or the problem become, and 90% of the wine that we do Kiddush today, 90%, if not 99% of the wine that I see here in South Africa, except the table wine, I'm talking about Kiddush wine, all of them pasteurized. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's no problem with that. Because we say that if the wine is pasteurized and is been poured by Gentile, there's no problem. Why? Because the wine is pasteurized. The problem becomes, Brian, when the wine is not pasteurized and it's open.
So somebody makes the homemade
Okay.
wine.
Oh, now if it's a wine that's been done at home by another Jewish and it's kosher,
Fine.
as long that it's sealed and closed, it's 100%.
So what happened?
But what's happened if it's open and she lift it up or she shake it, that's when the problem starts. Or she pour it.
So that
and
way,
she had a
let's
split.
say you don't finish the bottle of wine and you close it.
Yeah.
And then after the following week, she six and takes it out. Is that?
Try to
and then-
avoid even that. I'll tell you why. Try to avoid even that because there's a problem. Because maybe she
I told you.
give it a small schnapps.
Slick.
And it's happened. You're laughing. I saw it. Don't laugh. You know, don't laugh. It's a difficult situation. As long as you watch her, then it's okay. But you don't know if you tell her to prepare everything out, you know that she didn't take a...
Yeah, slick.
Just to make sure it's okay.
that it's fresh enough, huh? Didn't go no.
Connoisseur of wines.
Okay. Now I'm going to reach to the end, the part of the show, and I'm going to speak about two different Gentile wine. And we have to understand. Okay. Now, these... Sorry, it's behind. Okay. There is now a question. If someone given you a wine, I forgot to mention that. Someone given you a wine that it's non-kosher wine. Are you allowed to accept it? Or if you don't want it, can you give it to another Gentile? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You received the non-kosher wine. Can you give it as a present?
But you benefit if you do.
No, I would say no.
You're not allowed. You have to pour that wine to the drain. Even to give it to a Gentile, you can't. That means when you get,
You benefit.
if you give someone a non-kosher wine, or someone given you a non-kosher wine, you can't give it to a Gentile. Why? Because you get benefit from it. You have to pour it to the drain. Now, I want to get now to the final part of the subject of libation wine. Because there is two Gentile that we have to understand what's happening with the wine. There's the Christian and there's the Muslim. Okay? Wine that be made by a Christian, we're not allowed to drink and we're not allowed to benefit. A wine that be made by a Muslim, we're not allowed to drink, but we're allowed to benefit from it. Why? No, jump. I'll explain. The Rambam and Rashi have a mahloket between themselves. Is Christianity is idol worshipping or not? According to the Rambam, the Christian, they're idol worshippers. Why? Because they believe that Yemach Shemo V'Zichro
Savior.
is a...
But how can you benefit if you're not drinking the wine?
Wait, I'll come back to it. Let's just finish and then I'll give time. So, according to the Rambam, a wine that been given from or been made by a Christian, we're not allowed to drink, we're not allowed to benefit from it. A wine that been made by a Muslim, we're not allowed to drink, but we're allowed to benefit. Why? Because the Muslim believe in one God. They only say that Muhammad is the new prophet. But they believe in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When they say, you hear them, before they explode, before they blow themselves, what's the first thing that they say? Allahu Akbar. What does it mean Allahu Akbar? You ask yourself.
Right.
Allah is God. Akbar is big. God is big. That's all. That's what it means. And they love it. When they say God is big, they love to commit suicide. Ken Yirbu. May please God, they will continue to do that.
Amen.
So we see from here that wine that's been made by a Muslim, we're allowed to benefit from it.
How?
Giving it as a present, selling it, anything. Wait. A wine that's been made by a Christian, we're not allowed. Now you say, how can you benefit from it? You got a wine here in South Africa that didn't made by Jews. It's not kosher. It's made by a Christian winery. Okay? The owner, it doesn't have to be a Christian. The owner is non-Jewish. He's a Christian. That wine that you're given is not kosher wine. When you take that wine and you give it to someone else as a present, you benefit from it. What you benefit? That you done a favor to him. Or you say to him, thank you. You understand? Instead of buying a different thing. So what Hazal telling us, it's a rabbinical decree, that even that wine, you're not allowed to benefit. That's the benefit. You follow? Any other question before we end the show? You understand now what is libation wine? That libation wine to us today, that nachon that it's not exist, or it's not right to say it's not exist. It's hardly we heard about it, that people have a special wine, that wine that they use it to offer, to pour over the idols. But Hazal come and make a decree that the normal non-kosher wine that been made by a Gentile, we're not allowed to drink it and we're not allowed to benefit from it. Not only that, we have to be careful on party. And the main reason that I brought that shiur now, because it's very applicable. It's the end of the year. Many people go to parties and they don't realize, they don't do it even, they don't mean it. It just happened. And a party like this, there's many people that they're not Shomrei Shabbos, even that they're Jewish. And they usually bring wine, a kosher wine, because the owner say, you keep kosher, I have to look after you. But you become into a difficult situation. If you're the majority of Jewish, then it's not a problem. But if the waiter is a Gentile and he opened the wine and it's not mevushal, you're in big trouble. You follow what I'm saying? And it happens simply.
So you can't buy a wine and give it to a non-Jew.
You can buy a kosher wine and give it to a Jew.
But not non-kosher.
If you owe him a present, yeah, you can't buy a non-kosher and give it. You follow? Be'ezrat Hashem, now that we know a little bit, what we have a short time to speak about libation wine, we know the law, and we should be very careful with those law of the wine, and we should be also careful when we go to smachot. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that merit, will send us Metziach Tzidkenu b'mera b'yameinu, amen, ken yeh ratzon.